Hello and welcome back to Warsword Conquest and Dwarf's Adventures. Yes indeed, look at him, he's doing an amazing job wearing that Chaos Dwarf helmet, and yeah, don't worry. people have a big problem with the Chaos Dwarf helmet, so we're going to be attempting to find something a little bit, shall we say, a little bit more in keeping with the theme, even though I thought I was so lucky in actually finding this thing, but obviously from a lore perspective, probably not so much. But anyway, let's see what we can do here. We're up against an orc vassal. This is a guy that actually attempted to pursue us all the way from their siege that they're actually perpetrating right now against the nearby town. And the problem is, if they actually succeed in what they're doing, I'm gonna lose my village, which is obviously gonna be a huge issue. That's gonna be really bad in actual fact, so I'm kind of hoping that that does not happen. Let's see if I can do some damage here. Oh no, I'm not gonna be very happy with this. Alright, oh, big troll, yeah, big troll. Hello there, sir. Yeah, he's gonna crush through my block, of course, because he does that. Yeah, he does that, doesn't he? Yeah, but thankfully we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay here, and I'm gonna hopefully be able to achieve victory. I actually don't know whether we will be able to win. It's actually looking unlikely right now, to be honest. Well, it seems like we actually did manage to achieve victory here. I'm actually super surprised that my dwarven ranged troops were able to do things, because I was thinking, hey, we're gonna be just out of luck. But no, look at this. We actually did really well, and we only lost a bunch of relatively low tier troops. Obviously, we did lose some runesmiths, which is a pretty big deal. But, you know, it's fine, because we achieved victory, and that's all that really matters. Now, we are going to be... Oh, dear. Yeah, I don't have any prisoner management. That's obviously something that's going to have to change, I suppose, as we go. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'm very much hoping that Scorry... Oh, yeah, finally he leveled up again. Oh, I am so pleased right now. You have no idea how pleased I am about this. All right. Here we go. We are actually going to be getting in pathfinding. Even though Eleanor is really close by, I don't have enough money to be able to recruit her anyway. And I don't know whether I'm going to find her again as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to get pathfinding right now on Scorry. And if we never find her again, then that's fine. It's okay, you know. I'm obviously going to attempt to find her as best as I can. But as it stands right now, all I'm trying to do is just stay alive. Just stay alive as best as I can. I literally don't have any money. You see that? I don't have any money. Anyway, yeah, so the orcs are trying to take the Mighty Fist back. And they have a literal, I don't even know how many people. 600, yeah, actually 650 by the looks of things. And that's pretty big, you know, that's a pretty big deal. Let me actually just speak to the village elder. I want to speak to my chamberlain real fast. I want to withdraw my money, actually. I want to withdraw every single little bit of my cash. And what we can actually do is we could manage the village, but now here's the problem. Is there a point in me doing this? I could hire a village watch, as you can see right here, which is gonna, you know, protect people and so on and so forth, but there really is no point in that, because if this gets taken, then, well, I don't have any way of accessing my treasury. That's the main thing. Now, do we want to go for an Ironbreaker, or do we want to go for a Slayer? I think we're going to go for a Slayer, because the Slayers will eventually do some really cool things with Gotrek. I'm kind of hoping that they're going to work together relatively nicely. I don't know whether they will, but hopefully they will. And let's just level these guys up into dwarf miners. And yeah, the only thing I could do right here actually is I could technically, I don't know whether this is a good idea, but I could technically go in and defend with the dwarves in the town. I am a little bit dubious about doing that, though. I feel like that maybe is a bit too risky for my liking. So I'm thinking that right now, instead of that, I'm probably just gonna, you know, let happen whatever happens. And for me personally, I'm just gonna go on to the goblin town here, because I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can find. Well, there's Oggy Boggy. We're not going to be getting Oggy Boggy in this particular series, even though he is actually kind of nice. You know, he's a nice guy. He's not, you know, he's not a classic orc. And he might actually get along with us or with our character, you know, in sort of a thematic sense. But as he is an orc, we're not going to be taking him because we already have. I mean, technically, we do already have a person that is capable of using medical skills and all that wonderful stuff. Did I literally just recruit that savage orc man-eater? Yes, I did. Whoa, I'm ruthless. Apparently, I didn't. I actually didn't. I didn't think to myself that I was going to do that straight away, but apparently I just literally threw caution to the wind because I thought, oh yes, let's just do that straight up. Yeah, that was probably not the best idea. Anyway, yeah. So what I actually would like to do is I would like to crush the remaining orcs as best as we can. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll try to go up there. Should I do a dungeon first? Do I have any potions? No. I have potion of toughness and that's basically it. Oh dear. Okay, I've got 51%. I mean, I do have 3 in constitution. That's not really that good. That is not really that good, all things considered. I would much prefer to have a much higher level of constitution because that actually makes it a lot easier for us in general. But yeah, I'm hopeful that they are maybe not going to be able to take the Mighty Fist. I don't know whether they will be able to, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm actually gonna do this dungeon. I'll do this dungeon without without healing potions, and we'll take Gotrek in this time. We'll take him in this time, and we'll see whether he actually allows us to achieve victory. Because it may very well be the case that maybe just having an additional person in there would make a difference. I don't know whether that's really gonna happen, but let's try him out. Let's take Ogalix in there as well, because they're, you know, I mean, he's going to be relatively decent. Unfortunately, Ogalix is massive, so he's most likely not going to be able to fit through most of the doors. And this is difficulty 1, but bear in mind that because we're using some very, very high level companions here, I mean, Gotrek, I don't even know what level he is, but, you know, he's a high level, and so that's going to scale the dungeon up, you know, it's going to scale it up pretty dramatically. Alright, so who are we actually fighting against right here? Are these Skaven? If these are Skaven, I'm getting out of here straight up. No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, that should be absolute... that should be absolutely fine, he says, as I absolutely get murdered. Okay, yeah, well, I'm just going to try to, I don't know, kill them, I guess? I mean, I'm definitely dead. What just happened right here? Why did I switch? Okay, that certainly wasn't what I was intending to do. Why did I switch out of my shield right there? That's kind of weird. Oh, well, I'm going to die anyway. I mean, there is really no... there's no way about it, to be honest. I am literally dead. There is literally nothing I can do. I am... you know, I'm not going to get much further than this, so I might as well go and get the chest, because it's up here. I know it's up here, obviously. So we're just going to go and get it. Ooh, Chaos Dwarf Armor. Yes, everyone's going to love me wearing that, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, yeah, apart from that, we obviously have the Potion of Instability as well. But yeah, I'll sell those pieces of armor. Is this the exit, by the way? I don't think so, right? I don't think the exit actually changes. No. Alright, so we're absolutely fine there. Let's just walk down the cliff, apparently. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird one, I gotta say. It's a bit of a weird dungeon. Gotrek is absolutely fine, obviously, as you can see right there. If I had a healing potion, this would make it a lot easier, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely done here. There is nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna try and see. Do you wanna go somewhere, Mr. Gotrek? I know he apparently doesn't. So I'm just gonna tell him to follow me. And I'll look around for the chest because... Oh, there we go. We found it. Alright, perfect. Look at that. Hardened Vampire Gauntlets, perfect. Look at that. We're actually going to sell that for a very good amount of money. And maybe I can actually survive this. Would be pretty cool if we could. Whoa, that was some nice damage there. I like it. Okay, nice. Yeah, we've got a Demonette here. Oh, and actually not a Demonette. A Seeker of Slanesh. Okay, very nice to know. Don't get killed, thank you. Nice block. And no, we don't need to deal with that. We don't need to deal with anything else. And look at that. Whoa, we actually made it through and found the chest. We're taking very minimal damage. Alright, this is basically going to be my death. I'm pretty sure. Yep. I mean, I think I'm going to die here, okay? I think I'm going to die here, but it's not predetermined. But let's just say that it is certainly going to be very likely because of the way that this particular level is designed. It is very much a case of favoring the opponent here because they have the ability to just pelt you with almost infinite amounts of ranged attacks. And you can see here exactly the reason why that is. Look at this. I mean, we're going to be on this ladder, and Gotrek is obviously going to be a little bit annoying as well. Come on now, get him. Get him. Yes, there we are. Nice, nice. Okay, so wait a minute. One more thing that we got to deal with here. I need to see where the chest is. That's the thing. I have a feeling that I've missed it, but I don't know how I could have. I'm going to assume it was hidden somewhere, and I've literally just walked by it, and I wouldn't know either way, but I mean, I can assume maybe it's up there. It might be up there. Maybe I have to jump onto it or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, I don't see it anywhere else here. Yeah. Oh well, never mind. We already found two, so I think that's pretty nice. And we'll just move on. This is actually not a bad level. I'm kind of surprised I'm still alive, to be honest. I really thought that I was going to be dead quite a long time ago, considering the amount of damage that I took in the first level. We're against the Tomb Kings here as well, which I gotta say I'm a little bit more confident about dealing with because, and now no offense, but the Tomb Kings do seem to be a lot easier to deal with than most of the other factions. For example, if we were dealing with Skaven right now, I would be maybe not afraid, but I would definitely be much warier. And I have no idea where I should go here for the chest. This is a bit of a weird one, isn't it? There are so many different ways that we can go here, and I'm not sure. I mean, obviously enemies are coming from this direction, so I should probably just go in this direction, right? And then we'll maybe see. I don't know. Maybe this is going to make a difference. I mean, that's the thing. This is a very large map, so I would have to literally go in almost every single direction to be able to find where the chest is. I kind of wish it was a little bit easier to find the chest in this one because it is just so large, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, I'm surviving. I think that's a pretty significant thing. And I mean, you can see here that there's some really crazy stuff going on because we're eliminating these Nehekaran knights really easily, and that just, I feel like that just goes to show that in general, the Tomb King's units, they feel maybe not so strong in comparison to a lot of the other ones that you can indeed find in the mod. But maybe that's just me. I don't know, because I've obviously fought against a bunch of Tomb Kings in the past. The serpent riding guys, they feel really, really weak in comparison to the other cavalry-based troops, which is really weird to me, because usually you'd think, oh yeah, those guys are so impressive looking, and they are. They're very impressive looking, but they feel, well, not so effective, let's just say that. Maybe it's because they're using a polearm or something like that, I don't know, but they do seem to be a lot less effective than their counterparts in other factions. Ah, there's the chest, there we go, found it, very nice indeed. Okay, yeah, look at that, a Chaos Dwarf full helm. Everyone's going to be wonderfully, wonderfully pleased about finding that. That's great. Yeah, I really wish that we would be able to find some more Dwarven-based stuff, but I actually really like my Axe of Slaughter. I know that's not really, you know, Dwarven or otherwise I don't even know where it's from, to be honest. I don't know which faction the Axe of Slaughter is from, but it doesn't really matter. It feels like it's doing some nice damage here. And that's all we really need it to do, you know? We just need it to literally do the damage and keep us alive. And as you can see, it is actually doing that. It's got really low reach, though. That's the only thing that is going to be kind of harsh with it, because when you're in a field battle, for example, and you're against an orc, I mean, good luck, because the orc has significant hitbox, and it's got great reach. Don't know whether you've noticed that, but orcs seem to have really, really good reach. I'm kind of a bit worried about dealing with these guys right now, because Gotrek is taking significant damage. Okay, there we go. We actually helped him out. Yeah, I helped him out, because it's certainly not the other way around. He's the one soloing this. I'm not really... well, technically, okay, to be fair, I am actually doing quite a lot. But I don't know, maybe he would be able to do it by himself. I'm not sure. There you go, we did it, and we got the Bow of the Seafarer, which is actually an insane weapon. It is not, obviously, a magical legendary, but it is very clearly a fantastically expensive bow that we are most likely just going to be selling. There really is no point in me not selling it, right? And there we go, we did it. 29 renown, absolutely wonderful, love that. Let's go to Bloodhorn and sell this stuff. That is amazing. That was a really, really worthwhile endeavor, in my opinion. 16,000 in cash for the marketplace. Now, unfortunately, the bow only sells for 4,000, which just goes to show that the trade penalty is significant. It really is making a huge difference here. That just goes to show that, hey, you know what? Maybe it would be a good idea to get a companion with some trade skill or something like that. That might actually make a pretty significant difference. But unfortunately for me, I don't have one. I don't have one, so we're going to have to just move on without it. Let's go into the tavern here real fast just to make sure that we haven't missed anyone that we could potentially utilize, because obviously it's been a little bit of time since we were here beforehand. And there is actually a cult master there. I don't think I have any villagers. Oh yeah, no, never mind. I can't actually even speak to the guy because he is indeed for evil units. And there is actually a tournament going on here, so we will be doing that as well, because this is inherently going to be really, really good for us. Unfortunately, I am indeed now very injured, so that's a problem, but thankfully I can literally just kill one person and then move on. And we're going to have to fight on some spiders here as well, which is actually going to be really fun. I personally feel like the goblin mounts let's not generalize, okay? I'm not going to generalize too hardcore here, but let's just say that the goblin spiders specifically, they are really, really fun to play with. Really, really fun to play with. Just because they have so much maneuverability. It's actually insane how much maneuverability they have. And, you know, riding one is really enjoyable and satisfying. And hopefully I'm not going to die here, because these guys are all riding around on spiders, and they're so good. As I said, they have so much maneuverability. It makes a huge difference. There we go. Boss Nibgit. Yes. You will die, Boss Nibgit. Thank you very much. He is now eliminated. Let me see if I can do something to this one. Yep, there we go. That guy had literally no idea what was about to happen. That was funny. Alright, let's do this. 3 teams with 1 fighter. I'm on a spider. This is going to be really, really nice, actually. I mean, actually, wait, maybe not, never mind. Okay, wait a minute. Is it a 1 versus 1? No, it's a free-for-all. Okay, so this just goes to show that I'm not a big fan of these enemies, because they're actually wanting to shoot me. Well, not shoot. Well, yeah, this guy's actually wanting to shoot me. The other guy on the other side, and this fellow is wanting to focus me as well. That's a classic warband problem. Well, actually, it happens in Bannerlord as well, so never mind. But yeah, I'm very, very injured, and I basically want to... well, I want to kill this guy, but obviously he's got a two-handed, and it makes it very, very difficult for me to get in there, because he's going to swing. He's got good timing, so he's basically just going to swing at me immediately, and it's going to be very difficult. Wait a minute, maybe I can do something with this fellow? Okay, yeah, there we go. I can do some damage. Maybe we can get them to attack each other. Yep, there we go. Okay, we got them to attack each other. That is literally all I wanted. Thank you very much. And whoever wins, well, there you go. Oh, okay, so this guy won, and he's the fellow that we've been fighting this entire time. But at least we don't have to worry about the other guy attempting to shoot us constantly, right? So this is going to make a much, much easier time for me. Unfortunately, I'm a dwarf and I have basically no bow skill whatsoever, so this is going to be a huge chore. Or maybe not. Look at that. We actually were able to eliminate him relatively soon after that. Alright, so 2 teams with 1 fighter. I have a one-handed, so this is obviously my... this is my specialist subject, shall we say. Yes. Yeah, okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, he's firing really fast, actually. These guys fire really quickly. There we go. Get him. Is he dead? Yes, he is. Boss Hurt Butts. Now, that's hilarious. These guys all have great names. They really, really do. Alright, here we go. Come on now. Let's do this. This is basically me against this guy, and oh, that was a significant hit. There's no way he's going to come back from that. Not at all. Not in a million years. Alright, there you go. 19 renown. Another 19 renown. That's so incredibly useful, and another 10,000 gold. So, so good. There's actually not even any point in me going in there, to be honest. And look at this. We got Tournament Winner's Shield as well. That's really nice, actually. I'm not sure. Should I use it? It's got more HP, but less resistance. How does it look? I don't know. Maybe I should use it. I don't know. Oh, well, whatever. I mean, I can sell that for another 1,300, which is actually pretty decent. I'm not sure if we're going to be... Are we going to be able to maintain our ownership over the Mighty Fist? Because if we are able to keep it... then I wouldn't mind actually, you know, building something there. Did I actually already build something there? Maybe I did. I don't know. I can't remember now, which is actually quite funny. Okay, so this guy is attempting to besiege it. But is he the only one that is attempting to besiege it? Yeah, it seems like it. Okay, there is actually another orc vassal in the area. Technically, we should be able to... Oh, no, wow. We are traveling a lot slower than he is, but I guess that's because he has such a... well, such a small army. I suppose that is the only thing that it can be. I have 21,000 gold now. Very nice. And yeah, look at that. We're getting another 4,000 right here. Obviously, my rents from my village are basically negligible because it's just been raided. I couldn't really do anything about that, of course. Okay, so if I go over here, this is not really going to get me much, is it? No. It's just a waste of time, in my opinion, to go after this fellow. However, we are really, really close by to one of our towns, so it makes the most sense for me to take a look and see if I can maybe buy a helmet, because, as I say, so many people, or shall we say, so many very vocal people, actually, let me just rephrase, a few vocal people have been saying that I should not be using a Chaos Dwarf helmet or anything to do with Chaos Dwarves or anything like that. So let's actually have a look here. So I could buy this for 3,200. That's actually not even entirely bad. It's got 54 armor, which is basically the same as what we were using. So why not? Let's do that. And then we've got some lordly armor right here. Gloves. However, I could buy these gloves, which are worse, but they are not Chaos Dwarf gloves. So I guess I might as well do that too, right? I might as well do that too. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and we'll just sell these things, and that's gonna. I'm only gonna pay 4,000 for that. Let's go into the tavern here as well. Are these guys actually capable? Yeah, they are. They can actually join us. That's nice. Okay, that's cool. And let's see, what do we have here? Halfling Scout. That's it? We've got no one else? Nothing else in here? Okay. And we also... yes, we have the ability to buy an enterprise here. So what do we want to do? Well, we can get a Weavery and Dye Works. I think that sounds like the best possible idea. So let's do it. Why not? And apart from that, I really actually would like to do another dungeon. to be honest. I would like to do another dungeon, but I'd also like to do some more actual fighting. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll go into enemy territory and we'll see what happens, because maybe we're going to be able to pick off a couple of lower level vassals or something like that. I have 95 troops available for battle. I actually leveled up. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Alright, so I leveled up. Let's get another point in athletics. And we could also use crossbows as well, by the way, if we wanted to, but I don't know, I kind of want to use the Dwarven blunderbuss, well, not blunderbuss, Dwarven shotgun, and that actually reminds me that I probably should have purchased that instead of the Weavery and Dye Works, shouldn't I? Oh well, never mind. I'm gonna get the money back, don't worry, I'm gonna get the money back really, really quickly anyway. Okay, so, if we go this way, I might be able to pick off a couple of minor vassals. Oh dear, hello. Alright, yep, let's do it then. I have to basically force the issue here, because if I didn't force the issue, I could potentially face 2 vassals at the same time, because the other vassal was really close by, but thankfully he had engaged someone else. So thankfully now I don't have to deal with, you know, both of them at the same time, because that would have been really uncomfortable. A very, very, pretty terrible moment right there. Alright, let's get my archers into a decent position. It's actually quite surprising how powerful the Dwarven ranged troops can be. I'm not used to that. I'm used to the dwarves from the last days. And it's quite funny because obviously that's a completely different IP, you know, it's a completely different universe. But yeah, the last days, their dwarves are just basically heavy infantry most of the time, and it's a stark difference, really, basically. And it's very cool. It's very cool to be able to rely on some units that are actually going to do what they need to do. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to be telling these guys to stand closer a little bit here as well, because I want my forces to just collapse on the opponent as soon as they charge us, because obviously they're going to charge us pretty hard here. As you can see, there's actually a huge amount of them on mounts, and this is going to be a really painful situation for us. I'm going to tell my forces to charge in now. Oh dear. Okay, let's just try and kill this guy. Oh wow, yeah, this is not gonna go so well by the looks of things. Maybe we're gonna be okay. I don't know. It's not looking good so far. But yeah, orcs are. I gotta say, I feel like orcs are really good nowadays. They used to not be so good, but now they are really, really powerful. And you can see here, look at how many units are actually coming in here. And yeah, the troll just absolutely murdered me. Yeah, look at that. The enemy is just absolutely murdering us. There is nothing I can do. I'm gonna have to get out of here. This guy is literally gonna charge after me as well, which is really, really bad. I'm gonna have to tell some people to hold him off. That is so harsh. Did you see how powerful that was? This is actually really crazy as well, because yeah, okay, the main reason why he was able to do this, in my opinion, were the Doom Diver Stone Trolls. And the reason why they're able to do that is purely because they have such amazing AoE damage. AoE explosion damage that they're able to use to do so much damage to every single person in that area. And that is the reason why they were able to clear out so many of our forces so easily, or at the very least, weaken us so much. And that's exactly what happened. So, yeah, very sad indeed, but, you know, that's just how it goes. That's the reason why we were going to get 29 renown for that battle as well. Because I was certainly thinking to myself, that seems like a lot of renown, doesn't it? Yeah, it was a lot of renown for such a so-called easy battle, because obviously, you know, I kind of thought, hey, we won before, so maybe we'll win again. But obviously this time around, we were fighting a completely different level of vassal. And yeah, pretty harsh. Okay, Big Boss Hamfist of the Orcs has been taken prisoner. Okay, well, that's good to know. Yeah, so there's actually nothing going on here. I'm gonna sell the prisoners, even though we have found out now that ransom brokers actually pay double the amount of money for your prisoners, but considering I'm only gonna get 1,600 otherwise, I might as well literally just sell them here. There is really no need to go super hard on that. You know, we can just take it easy a little bit here. And otherwise, I'm gonna make my way back to the Mighty Fist. And I need to obviously recruit some more troops, and I think that's probably going to be something that I'll need to do anyway. I'm going to need to grind a bunch of levels and try to get my forces back up to scratch. Alright, so look who we have here, and I believe this particular fellow has some significance in regards to the lore. I'm obviously not very well versed in that, but a lot of people have told me about this guy. And, well, as you can see, my name is Felix. I'm an adventurer and a poet, and I wish to write the tales of the leaders I follow when I retire. I am currently bound to Gotrek, but I lost him after a night's heavy drinking. I will go find him soon, but in the meantime, I would be happy to join your party. Alright, so there you go. Welcome to my party. There you go. Wonderful. So he's going to need 1,000 gold, and what's really funny about this is that I literally didn't have 1,000 gold the first time I spoke to him. And so now I do, because I literally just sold one mount. I literally sold one mount from my inventory just to get 159 gold to push me over the 1,000 gold threshold. And as you can see, we're now there. And how is he doing? What is he actually good at? I have no idea, but I'm going to be giving him this sword because I've been waiting for a companion that could potentially use it, and I might as well give it to him, right? Might as well give it to him. Otherwise, apart from that, we haven't really been doing too much. However, the dwarves have actually decided to besiege Iron Rock, and I'm going to be going over there in just a moment. Now, one thing I got to say, I actually feel like the orcs are very powerful, and I'm not even just talking about the high tier ones. I'm talking about these guys as well. Savage Orc Boys. These things are absolutely incredibly powerful. I literally fought one of these off screen, one of these groups off screen, and I thought, what is going on here? Because I was literally suffering dramatically from fighting them, and I never would have expected that in a million years. I never would have expected it, ever. And it was insane. It was absolutely insane how incredibly strong they ended up being. And they killed about 25 of my troops. All low-level troops, of course. But they still killed not 100. They killed 25 of my troops. And that just goes to show, do not underestimate even the lowest level of orc. And it's really, as I say, I'm very surprised by that. It just goes to show. You can never think to yourself, oh yeah, these guys, really low level, they're going to be so easy to kill. No. Be more careful than that, that's for sure. Alright, so we got some loot here. Obviously, I'm not going to take all of it, but I will take as much as I can here, at least. And as you can see, we now have Felix saying, I am indebted to you for bringing Gotrek along with us on our quests. I am bound to him by an unbreakable oath, and while he is here, I am fulfilling both my duty to him and to you. When I first started my journeys with Gotrek, I thought my time with him would be short. One who looks for death usually finds it quickly in this world. It seems that Gotrek even defies the gods, and while the seemingly never-ending nature of my oath can be frustrating, it is exciting to be living the story of one of the greatest slayers ever to have lived. Very good. Oh yes, very good, says Warband protagonist. Alright, so yeah, otherwise, apart from that, and some very cool little tidbits of lore right there, we are maybe going to participate in the siege, and I think that could be quite fun. This is the guy I have to speak to. I have to speak to Mr. Burmoth. Where is he? Where's Mr. Burmoth? I have no idea. Let's see. There he is. Okay, hopefully I can I actually speak to him before he goes in there? No, he's actually just gone straight in. That is very frustrating, isn't it? Yes, that's very, very frustrating. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am literally just going to be waiting here for a little bit of time. I don't really want to go in at the very beginning of the siege. I'd like to go in when there's about 250 remaining or something like that. Because if I go in first, I'm just going to get the hardest enemies, and I'm probably just going to get insta-gibbed by some kind of magic or what have you. And it's going to be somewhat, well, somewhat disconcerting, let's just say that. This guy's got 5 in Weapon Master already. That's pretty significant. Wait a minute. He's actually a firearm guy. Oh, that just, okay, that gives me a bit of an idea about what I can do with him then. Or does it? Or does it? That's the question. No, I don't think so. I guess I'll just go for agility and just try to get him to like 18, 21 agility or something like that. Try to pump his weapon master as much as we can. We'll get him a point in power strike here because he's probably going to be relatively decent at actual melee combat. Oh no, he's actually using a crossbow. Alright, he's actually using a crossbow. Alright, well that's still fine, because Weapon Master is still going to be benefiting him a significant amount, so why not? I unfortunately can't level up any of my troops here, so I guess we'll just have to wait. Oh, Gotrek is having a bad day and is incredibly upset about his inability to find a worthy death. He is becoming destructive and highly aggressive over every perceived slight and annoyance, and all of your troops' nerves are on edge. I just literally lost 30 morale, but thankfully we are above morale still. We have above average morale, so that's really, really nice. And let's go into the siege. Alright, so we got a massive battle advantage here, but obviously, as I've said before, that doesn't actually make any difference because the Orc Shaman that are actually available in this battle, they are going to be exceptionally powerful and strong as they cast their spells. As you can see, all enemy troops have courage augmented and fleeing troops rally. Opposing casters take damage. All kinds of crazy stuff is going to happen here. And yeah, that's also the reason. That is also the reason. The amount of damage currently being dealt by the enemy here, by the enemy casters, is immense. And I'm actually kind of daunted by going up here, to be honest. I actually think to myself, I'm never going to be able to survive it, but let's try it out. I mean, what? Where am I? I'm under the ground. Oh, they can't see me. I'm under the ground. I'm a dwarf. It makes sense. What is it again? We mined too deep and too greedily, or something along those lines. I can't remember the quote now, but you know what I'm referencing. You know what I'm referencing. Okay, so there are so many archers here that this is going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, I don't really have a huge amount of defense. I mean, I've got good defense, don't get me wrong. I've got some pretty decent defense. Unfortunately, the enemy has so many archers, it's probably going to be a little bit problematic for me to make my way over here. But who knows? Maybe I can actually do something. Well, I mean, we're able to kill these guys relatively fast. And that's the thing. How many of our people are actually dying from the arrows? Actually, quite a significant portion, by the looks of things. You know, of the text log at the moment. So me going in here and trying to thin out the herd, as it were, is maybe going to be a pretty good idea. Okay, here we go. Come on now. Yes, don't get too much of them aggressive. Oh no, it's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah. This is a shaman. Oh, this is a shaman right here. He's got ward save, of course. Of course he's got ward save. You get out of here. Oh no. This is bad. This is bad news bears right here. Okay, well, this guy has so much HP. Oh, ward save, ward save, ward save, ward save, ward save, ward save. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on right here. This is bad. Yeah, I'm dead pretty much. I am definitely dead. Yep. There is nothing I can do when they literally just go straight at us right there. And also, this guy is still alive, if you can believe it. I have no idea how many times ward save actually saved him, but it was a lot. Let's just say that. It was a very, very large amount of absorptions, and I wonder whether that's what it's like fighting Slythe, actually. Because Slythe, obviously, as we know right now from our Skaven series, he has the highest level of ward save that he can get from Cyrus. And I guess it would be a similar situation? I don't know. I guess it would be a similar situation, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to just wait here for a little bit of time while they finish up the battle, because I would like to get some of the rewards for it. Maybe we can rescue some troops. Maybe we can get a little bit of renown for it. I don't actually know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Alright, there you go. We did manage to achieve victory. 1 renown as a reward, which is kinda you know, I'm not a big fan of that, but that's not really the reason why we were going in here. The reason why is because I actually hoped for some rescued prisoners, but apparently we're not getting anything at all. My forces did actually gain some pretty decent experience, I guess, but I don't have any money, so that's also not gonna happen, but oh well, never mind. That didn't really go very well, did it? No, that didn't go very well at all. But it's fine, because we've now taken something else. Obviously, this is not me taking it. This is indeed my my friends here from the dwarves. But that's the thing. Look at the orcs now. Look at the orcs. They've only got 1, 2, 3 more fiefs, and then they are completely and utterly eliminated. And one thing I really want to do is I want to go over to Snotling's Run once again. And what we're gonna try is just getting some money out of there, because I can't level my troops right now, which is very, very sad indeed. All right, let's just recruit some dwarves real fast. Let's go and speak to my Chamberlain here. I've got 6,000. Let's just take out 5,000. And I'm building a manor here, by the way. It's going to take another 6 days. Unfortunately, we have basically no engineering skill whatsoever, so it is going to take a little bit of time. I'm leveling up some dwarven crossbows because I feel like they're going to be maybe slightly more effective than anything else I could get otherwise. I have 18 Long Drong Slayers, by the way. Not sure if these guys are actually any good, but they have 250 in firearms and 10 in iron flesh, so I can only assume that they're probably fine. They're probably pretty solid, you know. They seem pretty decent, at least to me. Anyway, that's probably going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.